Hi everyone, I hope you all are doing well. As I promised in my last video, today we are going to discuss a little bit more about renting a property in Australia. Rules and regulations related to rental property may vary from state to state. So it's very important to be aware of rules and regulations of the state that you are planning to live in. So let's discuss about some of the general rules that we should be aware of renting a property in Australia. So the first rule is in most states, you will be typically asked to pay 1 month's rent in advance or else 4 weeks' rent. The next rule is you will be asked to pay a bond. In most areas of Australia, you will need to register this bond with a state government body. At the end of your tenancy, your property manager or the landlord may decide to withhold some of your bond to cover any damages if there are any. The next rule is 30% rule. This is actually a general guideline only. However, it's a very important thing to consider when choosing a rental property. So this rule means that you should not spend more than 30% of your gross income on rent. In my previous video, I said that we are going to unpack some of the important terminology related to renting. So the first one is the bond. The bond is a security deposit. Actually, we talked about it earlier. It's that bond we talked about which we have to register with the state government body. And also we have the tenancy agreement. This is the document where you could see all the terms related to your tenancy. And then we have the condition report. Usually the condition report is done by the property agent or the landlord. So this will be done before you move into the property, and this basically is all about the condition of the property. So you will be also given at least 2 copies of this condition report. An inspection is a routine check done by the property manager or the landlord to make sure that the property is in good condition and well maintained. If you are new to Australia, some types of rental properties might not be familiar to you. So on this screen, you can see we have apartment, which is called unit or flat in some countries. And this townhouse is a house that shares one or more walls with other houses. You might have heard the word studio when you are looking for rental properties, but this studio is not the usual studio you and me know. This studio is a one-bedroom apartment. On this screen, I have shared some information about cost of rent, and this information is from April 2023. And you can see that Sydney has the most expensive rent for apartments and houses, which is 650 per week for apartments and also 780 per week for houses. And Adelaide has the lowest rent for apartments, which is $447, and Melbourne has the lowest rent for houses, which is $500. Here are some useful tips for you to find a rental property in Australia. So you have to be prepared with your paperwork as we discussed in our previous video, and also you have to be prepared to deal with several different agents. And you can also fill one form, which is an online application, and this will expedite the process as this will have more information than a usual rental application, which will be given to you by a property agent. So you can apply for a property even if you are not there in person by filling this one form. So then another tip is that you can always follow up with a phone call once you have submitted a rental application. Never hesitate to contact the property manager or the landlord to know the status of your application. And also it's very useful for you to go for few house inspections before choosing a rental property for you. In my next video, I'm going to talk about rental properties that are available for international students. Thank you for watching.